What does this button do?
Republican letdown, Mike Pence. Could he be running in 2024? And if so, will he run against Trump or one of Trump's picks? Or is he eyeing to get the vice presidency again?
Let's go, 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 let's go,
regular fries.
Let's go, 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 let's go.
Well, Mike Pence is rearing his head in politics. I'm over here at the Gateway Pundit. Waste of time and money. Turncoat Mike Pence laying groundwork for 2024 presidential run. Then down below they say promoting criminal and unconstitutional action somehow doesn't strike us as very Christian. You'll read this entire book and find not one word of it written about what Mike Pence did or didn't do. That's because our government is below the Bible and it is hung upon the authority of the Bible first. And the Bible was not obsessed with having Christians pursue concentrations of power and dealing with constitutions. But that's a whole different subject. You can think that Mike Pence is certainly a terrible politician, which I think he has made mistakes, but I don't think he is a bad man. That's my opinion on it. I know I disagree with nearly all of my audience, and you're welcome to disagree. And of course, you're welcome to leave your comments below. Everyone be respectful to each other. You're here in my office, so treat each other as well as possible. Here's the Gateway Pundit. What a waste of time and money. ABC Action News reported the former vice president is steadily re-entering public life as he eyes a potential run for the White House in 2024. He's writing op-eds, delivering speeches, preparing trips to key primary states, and launching an advocacy group that will likely focus on promoting the Trump administration's accomplishments. But Trump's neglect in mentioning Pence during a podcast interview earlier this month signals the former vice president's unique challenge. Despite years of serving as Trump's steadfast lieutenant, many in the Republican Party now feel betrayed by Pence after he followed through with his constitutional duty to preside over the certification of the 2020 electoral results, signifying a peaceful transfer of power. I know a little bit about Pence's group that he's putting together. This is a Christian coalition. This is more the Charlie Kirk side of the Republican Party. It's not the formal swamp of Mitch McConnell, but obviously all of the swamp are going to be more sympathetic to Pence than to Trump because they believe that he follows what they saw was a correct response to the Constitution on January 6th. And I always allow Republicans to disagree on that because there's a whole lot of us that need to get on board with whoever ends up getting the 2024 nomination. You cannot get there on just half of the Republican Party. You don't have to get there with Mitch, and you probably don't have to even get there with Mike Pence, but you still have to get a ton of people on board with Trump's plan. And I'm all for, you know me, I'm all about Trump's plan. You know, whoever ends up being the vice president pick still has to run as president. That could be Josh Hawley, that could be DeSantis. And Trump could pick second place, hoping that that would garnish the most votes for him. Personally, I think because he has nailed Florida, that actually means that DeSantis does not bring a state with him. And oftentimes you're looking for someone to bring a state with them in the vice presidency. That's tradition anyways. And Trump, has no obligation to do that. There's a lot to happen between now and 2024. We'll see what happens, and I'm just going to keep reporting to you what these guys are doing. That's my job. I'm Doug TenNapel in exile.